The Flash is the most iconic speedster in DC history, but is his arch-nemesis, the dastardly Reverse Flash, even stronger than him? In this battle of hero and villain, which speedster ultimately crosses the finish line first? Who is the most powerful? Let's discuss right now. Every good hero needs a great villain, and for the Flash, especially for Barry Allen's iteration, that's the Reverse Flash. Although I've never been a fan of the name Reverse Flash, the man himself is quite the memorable bad guy with a cooler real name.
I'm Eobard Thawne.
His burning hatred for Barry set both men on a course that would change their destinies forever, but the question becomes, who is the most powerful? I mean, really, if you think about it, there are a lot of points we can make that point to either one of them being more powerful, as they just have so many amazing feats. Like, let's focus on Reverse Flash for a second. So in the comics, the introduction of the Speed Force actually came after both Allen and Thawne were dead, and then when they were resurrected, there was a lot of twisty, timey-wimey retcons and new explanations to fit it in with their histories. Reverse Flash definitely had a major upgrade post-resurrection. For one thing, his body became coated with this red and black lightning that could destroy another speedster with a touch. And while that's definitely an auto-win technique, the writers obviously had to scale that back as time went on. On top of that, Reverse Flash came back with the ability to manipulate time in a different way than other speedsters. What he did wasn't changing history for him, but rather what he did to time just became a part of the timeline. That's how we got Flashpoint. That sort of power is a huge advantage over the Flash. So before we actually compare Flash's power level to Reverse Flash, we have to decide which Flash to use. Because yes, Barry is the famous one, but there's a lot of them. Jay Garrick was the first, but sorry Jay, although you have the coolest look with that saucer helmet, you're definitely not the fastest. We could even go deeper and bring up characters like Bart Allen or John Fox, but Reverse Flash is definitely more powerful. So that leaves us with the two most popular Flashes, Barry Allen and Wally West. Both are incredible speedsters who have their own reasons on why they should be chosen for this ultimate battle. Barry Allen's death in Crisis on Infinite Earths was a result of shifting popularity and to give Wally West a chance as Flash. And while Wally West had an amazing career, Barry of course came back and resumed his original title. Plus, when he came back even more powerful than before. But I'll say something controversial in that he's not the most powerful Flash. He invented most of the Flash's best moves, but he hasn't done anything that memorable in terms of new powers in a bit. He's definitely powerful, but he might not be the best option to put up against Reverse Flash, which sucks because their history is so connected. Wally West may have started out as Kid Flash, but he's evolved into something so much more. When he became the Flash, his powers weren't at their best, but all that would change, ironically enough, against Reverse Flash. When Reverse Flash came back in the classic The Return of Barry Allen story, posing as the Dead Flash, and just wrecked Wally West. But then Wally learned about the Speed Force, which changed everything. Having mastered that, he mastered all his other abilities too, like expertly phasing through matter and utilizing the infinite mass punch. He's outrun Black Flash, which was thought to be impossible, and became the most powerful channeler of the Speed Force, becoming capable of absorbing and draining its energy to great effect. While Barry's status as the engine of the Speed Force technically makes him more important, I still think if I had to choose a Flash to go up against Reverse Flash, then it would be Wally West. So in the big battle between Reverse Flash and Wally West, it's important to look at their greatest feats. Thawne's is obviously his ability to change time. It's a feat that allows him to display all sorts of pettiness as he changes the timeline to fit his twisted revenge or silly whims. And if he wasn't always short-sighted and blinded by hatred, I'd almost call him a god-level villain. Wally West, on the other hand, has several great feats. I already mentioned outrunning Black Flash, but there's other awesome moments like being able to rob inertia of his ability to move. But I think his greatest feat comes from his first battle with Zoom. Hunter Zolomon did some classic villainy and gained the power to control the flow of time. Wally couldn't keep up with Zoom since Zoom could bend time, but that's when Wally dug deep and finally gained the power to use the Speed Force to actually move faster than Zoom. He moved faster than time itself. Impressive. So Reverse Flash can change time, but Wally West moves faster than time itself. So I think that means the Flash comes out victorious in this battle. I think in a similar contest of powers, Barry Allen would actually lose to Reverse Flash. Yes, Barry has always beaten Reverse Flash, but that's because he's the good guy and he has to win. But he's actually not more powerful than Eobard Thawne. He can't really compete with someone who can change time at will. Seriously, Reverse Flash should have more victories, and if he ever goes to therapy or something to fix some of his greatest weaknesses like his anger and hatred, then we're all in serious trouble. But as of now, we need Wally West in order to truly beat Reverse Flash. Since he's used the Speed Force to move faster than time, it's not even something that can be called speed. It's beyond speed. So that's why I'm saying right here in this video that Wally is the most powerful Flash and the winner of this epic matchup. We've seen Flash versus Reverse Flash on television, but not in the live-action film universe. Do you think that there's eventually space for a Flash versus Reverse Flash showdown in the new DCU? How would that even play out? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching CBR. See you next time.